Every time you talk about your family to an outsider, you're gambling with trust, and the stakes are high. Once you share family business with non-family, it's like letting smoke out of a bottle, and you'll never get it all back in. Every word you say about your family to a non-family member is like handing them a match in a dry forest. Sometimes when life gets heavy, it can feel like a relief to talk to friends or non-family members about the challenges you're facing with certain relatives. In the moment, it's like sitting under a warm blanket on a cold day, comforting, safe, and a way to let off steam. But here's the thing. Some of the things you say about your family or the private details you share about the struggles you're having can circle back like a boomerang and hit you when you least expect it. Family is family. Even if you and your siblings are miles apart, emotionally or physically, that doesn't erase the invisible thread that connects you. In a true emergency, that bond can override years of silence or disagreement, like a dormant seed that suddenly bursts to life after rain. For non-family members who've been trusted with that inside knowledge, it's important to remember your role. You've been given the keys to a locked room, but that doesn't mean you have the right to wander through it, rearrange the furniture, or hand out spare copies to others. Respecting those boundaries isn't just about manners, it's about protecting trust. If you overstep, you risk tearing a relationship beyond repair, like pulling too hard on a loose thread and watching the whole sweater unravel. Just because someone opens up and shares something about their own family, it doesn't give you a green light to pass it on, stir the pot, or intervene. Sometimes the wisest thing you can do is simply listen, like a safe that holds valuables without judgment or interference. Because once you break that trust, it's hard to patch it back together, and it will come back to bite you harder than you expect. When you share personal details about your family with people outside the family circle, you might think you're just venting or getting advice. But in reality, you're handing over a loaded weapon and trusting that person not to pull the trigger. The moment your private family business leaves your lips, it's no longer fully yours to control. You can't predict how that information will be used, repeated, or twisted. What felt like a safe conversation over coffee could become the seed for gossip that spreads faster than wildfire, damaging reputations, creating mistrust, and even worsening the very relationships you were struggling with. There's also the silent risk. Once an outsider knows intimate details, they may start forming judgments about your family members that outlive your current conflict. You might make peace with your brother, sister, or parent later, but the person you told might never see them the same way again. It's like airing your laundry in the street. Even if it's clean now, people will remember the stains they once saw. And remember, when things hit the fan, family bonds often resurface, no matter how strained they were. You may find yourself standing side by side with the very sibling you were upset with, yet now having to navigate the awkwardness of knowing an outsider holds pieces of your private history. Here's what I have learned. Before you speak, pause. Ask yourself, if my relationship with this family member improved tomorrow, would I regret having said this today? If the answer is yes, hold it in. Seek professional advice if you must talk, but protect your family's privacy like you'd protect a house key. Once it's out there, you can't take it back. My name is Godfrey Francis. If this message resonates with you, drop me your thoughts in the comments.